Okay, we're live.
Okay, let me go. Let me push. All right. Good evening, everyone. How's everyone?
Good.
Good, Bill. How you doing?
I'm doing. David, Paul, I don't see anybody else. Let me see what's going on there. Okay, now I have everyone. Good afternoon. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for your attendance this evening at the Audit and Finance Committee meeting on this July 28th. May we have a roll call, please, Counselor?
Sure, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Willingham is excused tonight, as is Mr. Bergdorf.
Here.
Mr. Clay,
Here.
Grimm,
Here.
Ray Joyce is excused tonight, Lakakis,
Here.
Mayo,
Here.
and Brewski.
Here.
6 present, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Counselor. May we have a motion to approve the previous minutes, please?
Motion.
Motion's made. Maybe have a second.
Second.
Motion's made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Counselor, can we go to the first item, please?
Sure. Item 2 is adopting the Albany County Capital Plan Program for 2023 to 2027. And Mr. Riley's here this evening.
Thank you, Counselor. Mr. Riley.
So, Mr. Chairman, as explained, this is the 2023 capital plan. It has already gone through public hearing as well as initial committee meetings. But if there are any additional questions, I'm here to answer them.
Are there any questions for Mr. Riley? If there aren't any, may I have a motion for approval?
Motion.
Make a motion.
Motion, motion's made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Motion is approved.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Riley. Counselor?
Item 3, local law number L for 2021 is deemed tabled at the request of the sponsor. Item 4 is amending the 2022 Office of Audit and Control budget for the Chief of Staff position. Ms. Rizzo is here tonight.
Thank you, Madam Controller.
Chairman and members of the Audit and Finance Committee, the Department of Audit and Control is requesting approval to amend the 2022 budget pertaining to a title change. There is no financial impact on the budget. The budget will be amendment will provide the department with a more appropriate title that better accommodates the direction and priorities of the Controller's Office. If you have any questions, if not, please approve.
Thank you, Madam Controller. Are there any questions of the Controller?
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
just a quick question, Sue. You have an executive deputy controller. How do the two positions line up, chief of staff and executive deputy?
So I have 2 executive deputy controllers, and they
Excuse me.
are responsible for more of the financial information that the Controller's Office has. The chief of staff is more in line with the legislative resolutions, updating me, pretty much my right hand. I've not really had one, and I really need one, just as the legislators and other positions have a chief of staff. And it's not really a financial position. That's why it's changed back to chief of staff.
Okay, so is this the go-to person to get to you, or?
Well, yeah, I mean, I have a secretary and I have a confidential legislative liaison, but the chief of staff is going to be more updating me about what's going on, especially regarding the legislators and, you know, these resolutions and things that are happening within Albany County.
Okay. Thank you very much for the clarification.
Welcome.
Any other questions of the Controller?
Mr. Chairman?
Yes.
Yes, you said there's no, is this a new position or is somebody transferring, or can you explain that too?
So we had a project manager, and then I changed it to chief of staff. The project manager took on more roles financial roles, like bonding and things of that nature. The chief of staff is more going to be, writing up and it's more of a communication responsibility versus a financial responsibility. So chief of staff was more in line versus a project manager for the needs. That's why I wasn't waiting to the budget 2023. I wanted to change now because I think it's important that I have a chief of staff.
Okay, all right, thank you. Thank you, Chairman Clay.
Thank you. Any other questions of the controller? If there aren't any, may I have a motion?
So moved.
Motion to move. I'll second
Motion's
Ms.
made.
Cox's
May I have a
motion.
second?
Second.
Motion's made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Madam Controller.
Thank you.
Counselor?
Yes. Item 5 is a bond resolution of the County of Albany, New York, authorizing capital improvements for the Department of Public Works, stating the estimated maximum cost thereof is $916,000, appropriating said amount therefore, and authorizing the issuance of $916,000 of serial bonds of said county to finance said appropriation.
Who's going to respond to that one from the county? From the exec?
If Ms. Raimundo is not available, I can take that, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
So this is for the Public Works, or bond resolution in the Department of Public Works to authorize $916,000 of additional construction costs and fees. This is for the Sprint fiber optic relocation on the rail trail bridge where it goes over New Scotland Road, I guess Route 85 there. So this is amended to reflect the increased construction costs that we're kind of seeing across the board with commodity costs and construction materials.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes, sir.
Dave, 916,000 is a very small issuance for serial bonds. Is this going to be part of is it going to be a tranche in a larger bond offering, or how are you handling the costs of issuance for what is an exceptionally small bonding?
Well, this is simply to get bond authorization for it. It will obviously, we were not going to go out just for one bonding for this project. It will be lumped together with our annual bonding if it is not a project that we decide to pull out and use a debt reserve for.
Okay, so there is no anticipation that it will be an individual bond offering.
Correct. Yeah, this is, and it's on top of the 2.8 that was previously had bonding authorization. So it's just an increase to the project, but it's not going to be a standalone now.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Of course.
That makes sense.
Thank you, Mr. Riley and Mr. Bergdahl. Counselor, I believe the last one.
We need to have a vote on that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Excuse me. May we have a motion for approval of that the bond resolution, please?
Motion.
Motion is made. May we have a second?
Second, Ms. Cox's motion.
Thank you. Motion is made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Motion is passed. I'm anxious to get to the bottom. Counselor?
Yes. Item 6 is authorizing corrections of the tax rolls for the town of Colony. And is Mr. Riley handling this as well?
I am. I'm wearing a few different hats today, I guess.
Go ahead, Mr. Riley.
Thank you very much, Chairman. So this was a request from the town of Colony. What it was, there's 466 parcels on the 2022 town tax bills. The town actually made a clerical error when they were determining the 2021 sewer rates. It was a mathematical error. They used the 2020 flow versus the 2022 flow for these people. So it is an error. It is something that state law has contemplated. It's not a big deal to fix. And just so the body is aware that this is something that the town of Colony will be paying the refund for. This is not something we're on the hook for because it was their error. The total amount to be refunded to the homeowners is $473,000 and $473,556.
Be a lot of happy residents in Colony.
Except the taxpayers. That's a big bill.
Well, it's going to the taxpayers.
Going back to them, yeah. But where's the county, the town just got to come up with the money, right?
Well, they overcharged the taxpayers originally, so it's going to go back to them.
Yeah. But they have to identify what has to go back to them.
Dave,
Dave?
I'm sorry, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, Bob.
Dave, is this just affect the county or does this also affect the town tax rolls and the school tax rolls?
If we're going to get into serious detail, I'm going to defer to Mr. McGuire on it. But my understanding is there's no county impact to this. This is just allowing the town to issue the refunds to the taxpayers for what they overcollected.
Okay, I just wondered if they used the same, assessed valuation or made the same error across all the taxing jurisdictions. Obviously, I understand the impact on Albany County. There is no cost to the county.
Yeah.
And the taxpayers are going to get money back. But I'm just wondering if this is going to have an impact on the school district and others as well.
Yeah, with it only being 466 people, if I had to venture a guess, I would say it's probably one water district or something along those lines. But again, I would defer to Mr. McGuire on those. If you want to give him a call directly yourself, he'll be back on Monday.
Okay,
Or I can pass a message along if you'd like.
I would like you to.
I will. Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Riley. Thank you,
Of course.
Mr. Burdoff. Anyone else have any questions? If not, maybe we'll have a motion.
I'll make the motion.
Motion is made. May I have a second?
Second.
Motion is made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Motion is passed. I
Thank you very
believe
much.
that ends our agenda for today. Is that right, Counselor?
That's correct.
Let me thank everyone and thank you for your assistance while our leader is out of town. So thank you again.
Motion
And
to adjourn?
motion
Second.
to adjourn. Motion is made in second. All in